everyone, Walking Dead Bear here, and I'm back with a final video installment before Sparkles and I hit the trail. So, later today, we're going to hop in the car and we are going to head north, and we'll get a hotel room tonight, and then tomorrow, hopefully early morning, we're going to leave early from our hotel, and we've got a few more hours to drive. So I'm hoping around 10 o'clock we'll hit the trail headed north, and we can't wait to get out there and start walking. Packs are loaded, everything's good. My pack, I think, will be under 30 pounds with food and water. Her pack, she tried it on and gave me the thumbs up that it feels light, she said, compared to her spring and winter hikes, so that's a good thing, because it means she hopefully will be able to walk faster and be less fatigued. So I just want to touch base on a couple things that people have been asking me about. First, is there anything special you do to make your child feel more part of the trail community, or is there anything you do to keep your child from being homesick, being that you're going to be over 10 days away from home? So as far as homesickness goes, we try to do things to help Mom and her brother be a part of our experience. So what I did is I picked up two little stuffed animals. In this case, Sparkles loves unicorns, so I got a blue and a pink unicorn. They came as a matching set, a brother and a sister. And the sister, Jelly Roll, is going to come with us. And Sparkles is going to take pictures of Jelly Roll at different places where we go on the trail. And we will send those pictures back to Mom and brother, and they can kind of be a part of our hike as we move up the trail for our section hike. Brother, in the meantime, is going to take care of Ripple, the blue unicorn, and they will take pictures of fun things they're doing and send it to us so that Sparkles can see what's going on with Mom and brother while we're gone. That hopefully should alleviate some of the separation anxiety the two of them feel. They are really close. They're almost like twins in their bond with each other, so it was important that we do that to make things easier on them. As far as things to invest Sparkles more into the trail community, when we signed trail registers, I went ahead and I picked up sparkly star stickers for Sparkles to put in the trail registers near where we sign our names so that people can see Sparkles has passed through, and she's excited to use her stickers. So those are a couple little things that you can do for children. It's not really that big a deal, it doesn't add that much weight, but it can go a long way with little ones on the trail. And if you're concerned about, hey, I've got 10 days planned, I don't want my kid to get homesick and want to go home after day 3, then those are things you might be able to do, and I'll let you know how they'll work. Or seeing as I'm videoing everything day by day, you'll get to see, do we make it all 11 days, or does Sparkles get so homesick that we have to go home? Don't know yet. We'll see. But I think being the kick-ass little girl she is, that she'll make it the whole way and be happy the whole way through. So for family and friends, or for anybody else that's curious that might stumble upon this, there are tons of videos that touch upon what I'm about to talk about, so I'm not breaking new ground. Where do you sleep? Do you carry all your food? Those are a couple questions that you get. Sleep. We sleep in our tent. If it's not raining, if the shelters are crowded, we'll definitely opt for tent. If it's raining, if the shelters are somewhat empty and the rodents don't appear to be bad, we'll sleep in the shelter. Now, what is a shelter? A shelter is not a hotel. It's not a hostel. A shelter is a 3-sided structure for the most part. The front is open. It's got a sleeping platform. Some are very basic. Some are much nicer. Usually there's a picnic table on scene. Sometimes there's places to hang your food bags to keep them away from bears and rodents. And a lot of times there are privies, think outhouse, where you can do your business at a shelter. So we may use some shelters, but it all depends. I don't like sleeping in crowded shelters. Never have. I've done it. I've done it particularly on very rainy or nasty weather days where I just simply do not want to set up a tent. But hiking with Sparkles, if I can do the tent, we'll do the tent. The tent goes up pretty quick. That's not a problem. So that's probably where we'll sleep most of the time. But we'll see. We'll play that by ear. When we hit towns, we get a hotel room and we shower and we bathe and we do our laundry. I think the longest stretch we're going to go without being able to bathe or shower is, I think, 4 days, if I'm right in my planning. So that's the longest we're going to go, and it's okay because everybody else out there stinks as well. So it's no harm, no foul. As far as food goes, what do we eat? Well, we eat the food we carry, and usually I only carry enough food for the number of days between resupplies. So I don't do food drops. I don't see the point of it. I did do one, to be honest, on this trip, but that's mainly because of Sparkle's preferences, and I told her this will be the last year I do that. From now on, she's getting old enough now that she's just going to have to find something she wants to eat in town, and we'll pack that out. Reason being, there's no point. I spent more money sending food to myself, I think, than I spent on food. But, like I said, I'll do that for my little one this one time because it's her first long hike, multi-day hike. But normally, there's no point. I just buy local and carry the amount of food you need. And when you do that, you tend to carry less food. You always seem to send yourself more food than you need, and I don't want to do that. So that's it for the food situation. Now, a couple other questions. Animals. All right, so bears. Do you carry bear spray? Do you carry a gun? No, I don't carry a gun. No, I don't carry bear spray, not on the Appalachian Trail. There's no reason for that. For the most part, you pull out a camera, take a picture of a bear, the bear runs away. If the bear doesn't run away, it means it probably has a cub nearby. And so you just back off, you wait, the bear will usually leave, and you move on. Don't antagonize the bear, don't run from the bear, and you're fine. Make a lot of noise, make yourself big. I've never had issues with any of the bears that I've seen on the trail. So I'm not worried about bears at all. My bigger concern might be snakes. And so to that end, because I've heard on this section of the trail that they've been seeing a lot of copperhead activity, and that could be due to a lot of the recent rain that they've had in the area. But once again, snakes tend to be slow to bite, especially animals such as humans who they can't eat. So the rule with Sparkles is I lead because I'm looking out for that kind of stuff. She follows. If I stop, she stops. If I tell her to back up, there's a snake, she knows to back up. She knows not to touch snakes. She knows not to play with snakes. She knows not to pick up snakes. We do live in a state that has poisonous snakes, so she's well aware that you don't mess with a snake, you go get mom or dad. So that same rule applies on the trail, and we should be fine. With snakes, a lot of times they're going to want to get out of your way. They see something bigger than them coming. They don't want to mess with you. So let them get out of the way. If they don't move, then see if you can wait them out, and if not, then try to find a way to navigate around them safely. And that takes care of the snake issue. As far as anything else goes, our big plan, is to get into Harper's Ferry on Saturday. So we've got to hike fast enough Friday and Saturday to make that happen, or I should say Sparkles has to. I think she'll be able to do that. No, I should say I know she'll be able to do that. It's just a matter of, do I have to do any cheerleading to get her, to keep her moving? But like I said, I have faith. I think this section of the trail is more forgiving than the section she's hiked before. So I'm excited to see how she does. And hopefully this just simply means, many more long distance section hikes with Sparkles to come. Other than that, I've got nothing else. As far as future videos go, we will record tonight in our hotel room. We'll talk a little bit about the upcoming hike. I don't think I'm going to get that up on YouTube before the hike. It'll come after the hike. I don't have anybody to send videos home to who can edit and put them up. So the videos will just be saved on my GoPro's hard drive, and when I get home, I'll start editing and putting together videos, and I'll probably throw them up, in a daily format. So day 1, day 2, day 3, so on and so forth, and just use the footage from the various days to put videos together. And they'll go up that way, and it's something for her and I to remember our hikes, and If anybody else gets anything out of it, gets any ideas for taking their children out, if we can inspire anybody to get out there with their little ones and do some long distance hiking, then I'm all for it. Even if it's just one family, one dad and daughter, or one mother and son, then it's worth putting these up, in my opinion. I don't think kids get out enough these days, and I can say that my daughter, she lights up when she gets out in nature, and I think there are a lot of other kids that would light up as well if people just got out of their comfort zones a little bit and got out there. But anyways, enough of me standing on my soapbox. It's a little bit chilly out here today, so I'm gonna get in, and I've got a few last minute things to do before I pick Sparkles up from school and we hit the road. So with that, Walking Dead Bear out. Hike happy and hike on, and we'll see you up the trail. Take care.